What we gonna do right now is go back, way back.
Give me anything.
Baby.
What's up? I thought you was gonna start hanging out with the big girls again. What is all this trash?
Fat girl just looking so sweet. Fat girl don't make it easy. Fat girl just shake it, don't breathe. Big girl, let me see you do it spin. Let go, let me see you touch the ground. Shake it up, back down. Drop me in the house. Work it, work it, work it, work it, work it, big girl, 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 like you around. Fat girl keep going, don't quit. Fat girl just move the damn hip. Fat girl get down, don't stop. Fat girl wanna see the pop. Shake it, fat girl, shake it fast. Fat girl, nigga wanna see that. Fat girl bounce like a pro. Fat girl don't know what you know. Fat girl shake till you rip through what? On the web cuts, hard part blue. Lips and eyes, y'all know the game. Fat girl don't have no shame. Shake that ass, bounce to the beat. Fat girl shake it, jiggle like me. St. Louis, back to the top. Like I like to do the ride. Work it, work it, work it, big girl, 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 like you hey, hey, and more hey. Let me hear you say hey, hey, and more hey. Big girls like you shake, work, shake, work, shake, work, shake, work, shake, shake, work, shake, shake, work, shake, work, shake, work, shake, to the ground, to the ground, to the ground, to the ground.
I'm sick of this. Now I want to show y'all a real show with the big girls.
Oh, fat girl, fraud 3, can't hang with 106 beat. Fat girl know the happen, no quit. Fat girl run like you own it. Put your hands on your hips and grip it. That new Uncl like it off the now. Fat girl bring crew to top the ground. If not, I'ma pull the business down. Fat girl bounce hot, stop tripping. If you do, get chicken and hot bitch. With a lot right, come to the night speed. I really shit, get the dead in the world, G. But fat girl, show the boys a shot. Let me see if the fat or not. Don't put fat girl, y'all like the gun. Let you out, let me see y'all do the rap.
I'm serious. Where you are, not ever. Oh, not the Britney Spears. Hey, how you doing?
Big girl, 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 big girl.
Oh, but ain't the little leprechaun. Girl, your beat is so up. You look a mess. All about the big girls. What about the big girls?
Big girl, work it, work it, work. Big girl, work it, work it, work. Big girl, you done suck all the fat off your ass.
Yo! Welcome to another edition of the Uncle Luke Show podcast. I am happy that you guys are here today. What's up, Mark? How you doing? Right now, I need everybody in the chat to let me know where you're from. Everybody in the chat, let me know where you're from. Everybody in the chat, let me know where you're from. I need to know where you from, where you at, where you from, Where you at? Tell me where you from. Let me put my glasses on so I can see y'all. I need to know where you're from. Oh, Kristen. How you doing, Kristen? Hello. I got to clean my glasses off. See, this is a live show right here, and I'm cleaning my glasses off. I'm not going to edit none of this on the rebroadcast. You know, we do rebroadcast after the show at 11 o'clock p.m., 8 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning for the truck drivers, and then we rebroadcast back at 7 a.m., 12 noon the next day. So you all can't miss it. Because I know people have a tendency of missing the show. St. Louis in the building. What's up, St. Louis? I like St. Louis. How you feeling, St. Louis? Louis? Yes, sir, buddy. Hey, man, I want to welcome all my good folks and all my good friends to the show. Everybody on Facebook. Uncle Luke at Uncle Luke Fan Club on Facebook. And also, I want to welcome everybody on YouTube. Uncle Luke TV over there at Twitch. I love you all on Twitch, and I love you all over there on X. How you doing on X? Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to the show right now because you want your friends to hear what the hell I got to say. Today, hopefully, I'll be joined by my man, Streeter. He'll come on. We'll talk some sports with him. You know, this show is a sports, politics, and entertainment show. We do it every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 5 p.m. We're live. It's live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 5 p.m. And every now and then we'll go do a special show on the holidays, not the holidays, but on the weekend if we see fit to do a show on the weekend. But yeah, we're here. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Hopefully it's a beautiful day where you at also. I'm just saying, man, this has been a very interesting week. It's been very interesting. I would say some people just ruined my my holidays. I mean, Debbie does District 20. I wouldn't give her the satisfaction of ruining my holidays, but to put a press statement out on Memorial Day weekend, I just think that's insensitive about running for office. You know, right on the Memorial Day weekend, people celebrate Memorial Day, but those are the type of people that you're dealing with, and unfortunately, it is what it is. Everybody is not good people. Everybody is not good people. Good people are people who carry themselves in a good way. They carry themselves in a productive way. They are very nice people, you know, and they don't have to try to be good. They don't have to try to have the cat. Good people are people who just say, "Man, I can't do that." No, that's not me. You know, I can't. You know, the good people will look at $1,000 on the table and be like, "Nah," and it just, you know, ain't nobody around. Everybody left, and the $1,000 is sitting there on the table, and they'll just leave it right there. Good people will be the person who will drop something, a wallet, and they'll then pick the wallet up and run behind the person and say, "Hey, this is your wallet." Good people are people who just, you know, they have to look at themselves and say, you know, I just need to run in my own congressional district. I'm not going to go over there because I got all the money and go run in a district full of black people, disenfranchise them in a climate like this where Republicans are taking African-American seats. Good people would not take advantage of that situation. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, I'm gonna keep it a buck. People are saying, "Oh, Congresswoman Wilson, there's a possibility that she may not run, and Luther, you should consider running over there, and because you have a relationship. I mean, you have a relationship with Overtown. You help build parks over there. Your mom is from Overtown. You're from Liberty City. You Miramar. the city of Miami, and if she don't run, man, you're more stronger than any candidate that may get in that race, because most of the guys, if it's Oliver Gilbert, he's more strong in Miami Gardens, and Chevron is more stronger in Miami Gardens, and Moise is strong in the Haitian community, and you have some other Haitian leaders that possibly may run, but overall, it would be a better thing if you run in that district. Well, first of all, I would not be running around Congressional District 20 for the last 3 months to do that to them people. That's number one. Those people, the people of Congressional District 20 are looking for leadership. They're looking for change. They don't want no career politicians. They don't want no more career politicians. They want somebody who they know going to fight for them. They don't want nobody to lie to them. They don't want nobody. They're tired of career politicians. They got a career politician in this race right now. If they liked him, they would have said, "Look, we like this dude here," but they didn't even elect him last time. You know, they have a young guy in the race. You know, a school teacher. You know, based on what they're telling me, that's they need a grown up right now. They need a grown motherfucker to go up in there and fight for them. You got a lady, white lady who came over. They don't want her. They spoken very loud. They do not want representation by a white woman who should be running in her district, who's over here to take advantage of the situation, because she's never done anything for African Americans, even when it was time to sign on to give African Americans reparations. She didn't even sign on to it. So they want her. But she's going to run around, put all these polls out, saying that, oh, black people like me, the people in the district like me. Well, let me explain to you about polls. Polls are like getting an indictment in a getting an indictment in a what is it? What do they call it? Federal grand jury. It's like getting a grand jury indictment. You know, in a grand jury indictment, it's like there's no defense lawyer. There's only the prosecutor. He's only telling the grand jury his side of one. They only get one side of the story. So to give you all the education, that's why I love this race, because I can come on here and give you an education on how the political process works, because they don't teach civics in school anymore. So it is my opportunity to teach civics on this show. Again, like, share, and subscribe to the show. Poll. You can put whatever you want. I don't like polls. I haven't did a poll yet in this campaign, because polls are for bullshit, to be honest with you. Hillary Clinton and Kamala Harris polling high, but then when the election come on election day, what happens? Oh, they lost. Polls are, I'm a poll 100 people in the district, and I'm going to put on there, this is Luther Campbell poll. This is the Luther Campbell poll. I'm going to put on there poll, but the polls are to bullshit yourself, or bullshit the candidate, or bullshit the people. Poll, here's a poll. And this is how you do it. You buy a poll, you pay for it about $5,000, $5,000 to $7,000. And you say, do a poll. Then you put on the poll what you put on there what you want to poll. Hey, the poll says, do you like Luther? Here's the poll. We're going to poll all the candidates in the race. Luther Campbell for Congress. Who would you likely vote for? Luther Campbell, the guy who was arrested for selling pornography, and the federal judge deemed the record obscene, not saying that it was overturned. Would you prefer him to be your congressman? Then the next guy, Elijah, whatever the last name is, school teacher, never held office, ran in 20 races. Would you prefer him? Would you prefer Dale Holman, whose family members, COVID, who did these things and lost elections and all this? Would you prefer Sheila, who was found guilty or would you prefer Debbie, Congressman Debbie, who works for the civic group in her neighborhood? She was a champion of this and a champion of that. Who would you want to be your congressperson? That's a poll. And half of the people don't know who half of the people in the race. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Hell yeah. Or you can do a poll. If I want to do a poll, Luther Campbell, businessman. I did this. I built parks. I helped renovate Charles Hadley Park with $60 million, helped renovate another park. I sent hundreds of players to the NFL. Amari Cooper, Levante Davis came out of my program. Devontae Freeman, Duke Johnson, Carlton Davis. I helped spearhead Luther Campbell spearheaded Adidas deal for the District of Miami, pumping in millions and millions of dollars, built football fields, built football stadiums, started hip hop in the South, numerous artists. He discovered Pitbull, Trick Daddy, H-Town, Two Live Crew, you name it, Poison Clan. Luther Campbell, businessman. Elijah, school teacher. Debbie, who's disenfranchising, trying to take a black vote away, who district is 22 and she's only running over here. I could do that poll. And it's going to come overwhelmingly saying Luther Campbell. Oh, hell yeah. I don't want no woman who should be running in 22. I don't want no career politician in Dale. I don't want no school teacher representing me. I don't want no woman, Debbie, who don't believe in reparations, who didn't sign on to reparations. I don't want no Debbie, a woman who the Congressional Black Caucus of Broward County said no to. If I do that poll, how do you think that's going to come out? Do you think that's going to come? Then I cut the poll results. All poll results overwhelmingly, the people of Broward County and Congressional District 20 wants Luther to be their congressman. But the difference is, I would issue that poll to the media, unlike Debbie, and the media won't pick up. They'll be like, oh, come on, Luke, you know that. And then I ain't even got to say the entire what was put in the poll. And see, that's what the media should do. But the media won't do that. You know, you got Sunset, you got Political, you got all these people. Oh, yeah, Debbie does a poll, and 52% of the black people in the black district, they love her. But what did you put on the poll? That's where the disingenuous fake news media comes in. What did she poll? Because there's a script. What was the script? But nobody wants to do their due diligence. You follow what I'm saying? So it's all bullshit. Don't believe polls. Don't believe them unless they can provide to you the script. If they provide to you the script and how many people they poll and whether they poll them at, because again, there's a small amount of people in this new district that Ron DeSantis created that came from her district, a small amount, maybe 5%. You can poll those. She could have polled them 5%. And then say, oh, no, the entire district loves me. And you just poll the people from your district. But they won't ask that question because we don't live in a society where media, you know, and I'm a constitution, you know, I fought for free speech. I went to the Supreme Court. Debbie didn't do that. Nobody in this race did that. And fought for free speech and the Constitution, which is lost in all these elections and all these. The Constitution is lost. The just values, human values, respect is lost in the political system right now today. And I choose not to fall into that. That's why when people call up and talk this bullshit about some, oh yeah, the congressman woman leave, will you go run over there? No, fuck that. I'm not going to go to these people in this district, have conversation with them and feel their passion and feel the love that they, look, man, you're a breath of fresh air. We want you. We know you're going to fight for us. We know you're going to bring the resources back. We know you're going to do the right thing for these kids. We know you're going to expand the port. We know you're going to do all these things here in this district because all these politicians ain't did a motherfucking thing. Excuse my French. They keep telling me, Luke, stop using profanity. No, I'm going to be me in this race. I'm sorry. All the people who work for me, I'm sorry. I'm going to be, it's only one way. When I get excited about something, I use choice words. I don't use choice words all the time. But when I'm excited about something and when I'm passionate about something, sometimes it'll come out. And if you don't like it, so be it. I'm going to be me. Because I'm not a politician. I keep telling y'all that. A politician will be like, oh, Congresswoman Wilson is going to leave. Wow, I'm from Liberty City. Even though I live in Brown for the last 15 years, I do a lot of work. I've done a lot of work in Liberty City. I've done more work than any fucking body that's thinking about getting in that race over there in Liberty City and Overtown and Miami Gardens and North Miami and all these places. You got a great story to tell. You can go over there and run over there. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be the one because that's some regular politician shit. That's some politician shit. That's somebody greedy to go and into a race and win. That's some Debbie Wasserman Schultz shit. Oh, I can go over there. No. First of all, I'm probably the only person that got on the phone and called up and text Congresswoman Wilson. That is my friend. She is my friend. That lady, my mother used to do her hair when she was a kid. And she always reminds me of that. Half of these people trying to get in that race, they've been trying to put her in the grave for God knows how long. Let me just keep it a buck. Everybody been waiting. Oh, they just wanted her to just keel over. Half of these people who want to run for this seat want her dead. Other this mutes your ears. Half of these people who they're putting this shit out. If you know anything about Congresswoman Wilson, Congresswoman Wilson does her own thing when she wants to do her own thing. I got on the phone and I text her. And I'll tell you what I text her because I have all the respect in the world of that lady. I have all the respect. That lady carefully reminds me all the time, Luther, your mother did my hair. She taught me a lot. Congresswoman Wilson, right there. Congresswoman, good afternoon, my Congresswoman, my friend. I said, it's not time for you to go. That's what I said. Just my opinion. You know I will support you. Whatever decision you make, as always, love you. And I'm not going to share what she said to me in return. That's the kind of guy I am. What the song say? Praying over my downfall. And if you know Congresswoman Wilson. She moves and do things on her own time. There's two women that I know for a very long time. The other one I love dearly, Dorothy Benjos Mendigal. Is running for re-election right now. Make sure you give some money to her campaign. School board member. They don't move when people tell them to move. They'll move when they want to move. They'll move when they move. There's some very strong Black women. So all this is on social media and all these polls and all this big old campaign like y'all trying to Joe Biden her. That's what I sent her. And I guarantee you ain't nobody sent her nothing like that. Last time I saw her was at the AKA convention and she was on the plane with me. And I felt so weird because we were both in first class and she was sitting behind me. And I feel like I was sitting in the front of the queen. And it's like I was not comfortable because she should always be sitting in the front of me. She should always be in the front of me. But again, that's how that's the type of person I am. I would not be running through Broward County, listening to the passion of these people and looking at this community and saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna take the easy route out and I'm gonna go over here, she go over there. I'll be one of these jokers sitting on this internet trying to push her out of office when she would. No, this is not right. If she decide today or tomorrow to say, I am not running for re-election and leave it like that, Luther Campbell will still be running in Congressional District 20. I love this fight. I got career politicians I'm dealing with. I got the old establishment of bullshitting people with Dale and Debbie. I wouldn't miss this for the life of me. I would not miss this. It's beautiful. I can get rid of I can retire 2 of them. I can retire Dale and I can retire Debbie and put them, hey, listen, this is beautiful music to my ears. Came hop your hot ass over here. I loved it. We're going to see who outwork each other. Hey, but at the end of the day, people, I'm gonna give you some gems on this show. I'm gonna keep it a buck here. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything, and I call names. If I say something, I put a name on it. That's just me. I'm gonna put a name on it. I'm not gonna be sitting up here. Hey, I want my congresswoman to stay. The real one. With honor, dignity, class, respect. Frederica Wilson. Shit. All these people want to, man, I don't understand y'all. It's amazing. It is amazing. But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, we got a big show today. Show starting off with a bang. We're starting off with a bang. I got that more and more to talk about. I had my people call up the Congressional Black Caucus. I have to call up. We'll be joined by Streeter later on. Think he's in the whole room. I'll bring him up shortly. I had a conversation I had my people call up the Congressional Black Caucus to have a conversation, to ask them a few questions about where they're at on this Debbie Does District 20. What's their opinion and why haven't they said anything? I have called for all entertainers. I've called for all Black entertainers not to accept any offers from the Congressional Black Caucus for their weekend. You know, because they have entertainers come and entertain them on the Black Caucus weekend. They perform for them, they laugh and they tell a joke. They have a long, big old weekend and they have their festivities and they always want Black entertainers. So I call for all Black entertainers not to accept their offers until they make a stance on this Debbie Wasserman Schultz, a Democrat, running in a predominantly black seat, congressional 20. And she should be running in her own district. She's trying to take a black seat that's been held by African Americans, that represents African Americans for over the last 30 years. And the same way they jumped out there talking shit about the Republicans who are taking African American representation, they should be jumping out there with the same conviction with a member of their own party, which is Debbie Wasserman Schultz, and going at her the same way that they're going after the Republicans, because you can't be hypocritical in this moment. You can't be like, oh, she's blue, so we can't go after her. No, she's white, and we could go after her. It's not another black person going to take another black person's seat. No, this is not about that. This is about white people erasing black history. One, this is about white people going after black people, describing us all as DI because we're qualified. This is about white people taking black folks' representation. If she succeeds and beat me, that means there will only be one black congressional representative in the entire state of Florida. Tell me, is that representation of African Americans in the state of Florida? No, it's not. In a black district where she could have ran in her own district against her homeboy, Jeff Moskowitz, or she could have ran in a Republican district, right? That her district is in now, 22, and flipped that seat and did something for the party. Because last time I checked, we need seats in order to take over the party, in order to stop Donald Trump from doing what he's been doing. In order to stop Donald Trump from doing what he's doing, this former DNC leader, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, will not go over there and stand on the wall and take a Republican seat. Go take the Republican seat, but you're going to go take the black seat. We need votes. Y'all all want to get rid of Donald Trump, which that's a whole nother show, because when you get rid of Donald Trump, now you're going to have JD Vance. I don't know if you can impeach both of them at the same time. So that's a whole nother movie. But this card-carrying, blue-carrying lady whose job is to flip seats, and she has the power to take all that money she got, them $2 billion, them $15 million in war money, and go over to Congressional District 22, where she live in. Flip that Republican seat, which Donald Trump only won by 10%, and Joe Biden won by 5%. But no, she wants to come over here in the black district and take over and say she represents black people. And didn't even vote on affirmative action. Now, didn't even vote on reparations. Just a test. It's amazing. I just say, I feel like I'm in a fucking Game of Thrones. Either I'm in a Game of Thrones or Survival Island. I was trying to figure out which show this was. Which show is it? Today, we're going to be talking about everybody talking about the beautiful doctor, whether she's a doctor or not. I have a different take on that. We're going to talk about Jackson Dart. We're going to be talking, it's a whole bunch of things. We're going to be talking about Cuba got missiles and shit over there, drones. Somebody gave them some drones, and the first person to get blowed up if Donald Trump do some crazy shit like go and try to blow up Cuba, and then now I'm sitting over here in Florida, and first person gonna get hit is me while he's sitting over there in Washington, because the drones that they supposedly got, it go travel 800 miles. Y'all just start praying for me. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to bring in the greatest of them all, the number one youth in college site, straight from Footballville, where you can get all your information, exclusive information about Malachi Tony, and University of Miami. and JoJo, and Jakari. It seems like this guy I'm getting ready to bring on. Well, he loves his players, and he's seen them since they were little and big, and they go to University of Miami. But then when he started loving on them and saying, "Yes, we want more of them," for some reason they find their way not playing anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome the one and only Streeter. How you doing, Streeter?
What's good, my guy? What's good?
Was that a great intro?
That was a great intro, man. You're getting better at that, bro. You're getting better at that.
How you feeling, my brother?
I'm on.
We got an hour. I'm glad you came on early because you normally come on late. Because I gotta. Hey, so ladies and gentlemen, I gotta do the Joy Reid show at 6:35. So make sure you tune into the Joy Reid show 6:35. I've been roughing her up. I rough my sisters up. I rough all of them up. She said she been texting me. I ain't replied to her text. So she said, "Fuck it." She had her producer to come on. Then I'm doing Laura Coates tonight on CNN. So y'all check me out on CNN tonight. Laura Coates. That'll be at 11 p.m. I'll be on CNN talking about this very issue here. It's gonna be a beautiful time. So.
I got a question for you, man. I want you to make something clear to me. I think sometimes you be talking over our people's head, right? When you start talking about, because every time I hear you say Debbie, man, your throat get a little. I think you're scared of Debbie. I think you're scared of Debbie, man. Every time I hear you say Debbie, be like Debbie Washington Schultz.
You think I'm scared of Debbie?
I think you're scared of Debbie, dog. You like Debbie? Debbie, don't come over here with the black people, man. You trying to bring in all white money, but when you say. When you start talking about
focusing on some familiar themes.
You think I'm scared of that? I tried to put a picture.
Let me see Debbie again. Let me see Debbie.
Wait, you think I'm scared of this?
Lowering your health care.
You think I'm scared of this?
However, a big change.
You think I'm scared of that? Come on, man.
Yeah, dog. Debbie put a little pressure on you, man. You don't want Debbie to pick you up full court, dog. And she tapped that ground. You don't want that, dog. I see you don't want it. But listen, I need you to clear something up. When you start talking about black seats in Congress, they taking away black seats. Debbie's coming over. She's taking away a black. Are you literally explain to the people? Are you literally saying there are seats that black people sit in, or you're saying that it's seats that black people traditionally sat in, or you're saying that she's coming over posing as a Democrat but controlled by a Republican? Like, explain to the people exactly what you're saying.
Okay, let me explain to you let me explain to you and the people what I'm saying, because I know a lot of people didn't take a civics class.
I'll absent that day.
For the folks who didn't take civics, Congress works like this. And most politics work like this, but we're speaking in the frame of Congress. Okay, each they draw a congressional map, and each congressman or woman represents their community, right? So the community, the African-American community has, if that district is 54% African-Americans, that is a black district. Mm-hmm. Normally you would get a black representative from that district traditionally. If it's a 54% Jewish district, a lot of Jewish people live in that district, 10% blacks, 15% Hispanics. Traditionally, you would have a Jewish representative that represents that district, right? If it was a white district, the state of Florida, when you look at the state of Florida map, so let's not go to the state of Florida. So it's the same thing. Some city and county councilman, the councilman, Keon Hardeman, he represents Liberty City, Overtown, Wynwood, those areas, predominantly African American. Small percentage of Hispanics. He will represent. It will be a black representative, and can do 60% Hispanic, congressional race, 10% black, 10% some other was Carlos Jimenez running in that district, 9 times out of 10, it'll be represented by a Hispanic. And that's how it works. So it would be technically suicide for me to go run in a predominantly Hispanic district. Like right now, Miami-Dade County. When Arthur Till ran and he was running against Alex Pinellas, it was split right down the middle. The blacks voted for Alex Pinellas and the whites and the Hispanics voted for Alex Pinellas. It was more Hispanics voted in that race because it was more them than it was blacks. And so Arthur Till lost. And so, yes, but in a congressional race, normally 100% of the time, the representative who represent the people in that congressional district, like in this congressional district for the last 30 years, predominantly black district, for the last 30 years in congressional district 20, it has been represented by an African-American. Similar to Frederica Wilson, I talked about her earlier, with people trying to push out. She represents Miami Gardens, Liberty City, North Miami, Aventura, a little bit for years, a little bit of Miami Beach. But she represents Aventura, she represents North Miami, she represents Overtown, she represents Liberty City, she represents all these districts, all these cities within her district, which makes it a predominantly black district. So the person from Aventura will run. You can run in the race, but it's virtually suicide. You know, so in this case, I'm betting on I'm betting on black people in congressional in Broward County to come out and vote for me. The way why she's doing it is because she's looking at this race and saying, I don't want to go over there and flip a Republican seat, which she should, but they got 5 black people in the race. So they're going to, if each one of them get 10%, 10%, 10%, all I need is 30% of the vote. And I can come and I can run down the street and steal the election. That's what her plan is. Which is wrong because here it is in this time of day, black people are losing representation. The Democratic Party is going after Republicans for the very same thing that they're allowing one of their members to do. And let me just run this right there to help you out, which makes it really, really bad. Listen to the
unprecedented attack on black political representation, and therefore it requires an unprecedented response.
That's right.
We are here standing in solidarity with the NAACP and its call for athletes to boycott institutions within the SEC that belong to states that have unleashed these Jim Crow-like racially oppressive tactics, which is unacceptable, unconscionable, and un-American. And we believe that the silence of these institutions is complicity.
That's right.
And we will not stand for it. With respect to the SCORE Act, our position has been clear. If LSU is for it, we're against it. If the University of Alabama is for it, we're against it. If Ole Miss is for it, we're against it. If the University of South Carolina is for it, we're against it. If the University of Tennessee is for it, we're against it. And if the SEC schools are for it, we are against it. And we will continue to stand against it because we're standing on the side of liberty and justice for all.
So with that, so I played that because everything he's saying is about those states in this argument of boycotting the SEC, those states who gerrymandered the map and who took away black representation. But you don't see the same energy from him in the Black Caucus. Now that one of his members, who he's the leader of in this party, coming out against Debbie Wasserman Schultz for trying to take away black representation in Congressional District 20 in Florida. You see what I'm saying? It's really hypocritical as to what he's saying right now. And
so you say he should have the same energy for Debbie because she's literally a person doing the same thing.
And she's from his party.
Right.
Correct. And so it brings it back to the center here, Streeter, because I mean, if you're gonna be the party of defending black representation, and you're appalled by these things, you're gonna get up there and say the speech, and then you're gonna call for a boycott of all these SEC schools that fall into these states where these governors gerrymandered the map, and then they took away black representation. Now, what you gonna say about this woman here? Well, the Congressional Black Caucus of Miami-Dade, Broward County has spoken. They denounced it. The Democratic Party of the state denounced it. Shit, you even got John Morgan, the big law firm, Morgan & Morgan, he denounced it. You got tons of people that's like, yo, this is some bullshit. She need to be running in 22. But the Black Caucus and that same speaker, Hakeem Jeffrey, has not said anything.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying?
You did that elegantly. I got it.
I did it elegantly.
Yeah, because I think sometimes the people you're talking to, they need to hear that.
Yeah, I know, trust me, I know most people, right? Most people don't understand, how this politic thing works. I'm deep into politics. I've been into it all my life. And I know sometimes, like even when I go to the barbershop, I'll just break it down to people similar to what you say. And I like when you ask me to break it down, so I can break it down to people where they can clearly understand it. Because most people every day, they're trying to make ends meet. They driving right now in the car coming home, and then when they get home, they got to then cook the meal. They got to take the kids to the park. They got to then bring the kids back. They got to make sure they do their homework. They got to do all these different things. And so most people are just looking at a portion of the news, and so when it becomes political and they're talking about these political issues, and the difference is then they like, okay, and then they scroll on social media and they see this and they see that. Like right now, I was talking about it at the beginning of the show. This lady did a big old poll. So she did a poll, and I had explained to people early on what a poll is. A poll is like, look, it's like a grand jury indictment. You can indict a dog, and because there's no one side of it, and a poll is just that bad. You do a freaking poll. It's not. Most people think a poll is like the college coaches poll, the NCAA poll. It's not like that. If I put in the poll, hey, do y'all like Luther Campbell to be y'all congressman? Luther Campbell, do you like all the songs he made? Me So Horny, I Want to Rock Scarred. That's the Luther Campbell. He's running to be your congressman, and then say something bad about all the other people that are running in the race. Then the poll is going to be like, hell yeah, we want Luke.
Right.
Luther Campbell, the guy who made all these athletes millionaires. He had a business. He had made all these entertainers millionaires. He discovered Pitbull. And Pitbull, he got Pitbull off the streets and made him a multi-millionaire and all these things. If you do that poll, it's going to come out saying, oh, shit, 95% of the people in the district love Luther Campbell.
Right.
And that's polls. But the difference between me and Debbie does District 20, the media is not going to take
District 20. You gave her that name?
Yeah.
Man, what?
What's funny? Why you laughing?
Debbie Does District 20. Y'all go Google Debbie Does.
What? What are you getting at?
Where you get that name from, dog?
It just came to my mind.
Nah, that ain't just come to your mind. You know where that come from? All right, man, just continue, man. Y'all go AI Debbie Does and ask AI what the rest of the sentence is. What?
Well, I'm confused. I mean, what you talking about?
Debbie Does District 20. That's pretty clever, dog.
I'm this. What
The original Debbie Does is Debbie Does Dallas.
And what was that? I mean,
listen. And I can only imagine what
Debbie Does Dallas. What does Debbie do? What was Debbie Does Dallas? Well, I mean, what was that?
A famous porn movie like from the 80s or the 70s. So I can only imagine that what Debbie looked like. Let's see what Debbie looked like. Let's see what Debbie looked like. And that's hilarious, though. You made that up, dog.
It just came to my mind.
Because Debbie Wasserman smokes. She kind of has this 70s, 80s feel. That's funny, dog.
It just came. It's just every time.
No, Debbie Does Dallas. She was a hot.
Some people call her Debbie DeSantis, but I'm like Debbie Does District 20.
Okay, no, Debbie was hot. Debbie was a little hot blonde. Debbie Does Dallas. But yeah, it was a famous adult movie about Debbie doing the Dallas. Cowboys.
Well, then again.
Man, get out of here, man.
She is trying to F the people of District 20.
She's trying to F the people in District 20. Oh, my God.
If it was a porn.
Oh, man. That's hilarious, bro. That's hilarious.
What? You have a deranged mind. I didn't even think about that.
Debbie Does. Anytime I hear Debbie Does, is the first thing come to my mind. I don't care what we at. We could be at.
That's where your mind is there. Your mind is there. Your mind is in that kind of world. I just thought it was Debbie Does District 20. She trying to do a lot of things, but then again, it does. That is.
You're a very, very smart guy, bro. Like, y'all want to see what Debbie look like?
Put Debbie up.
You're a very clever guy, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like,
why are you trying to make this about me? That I am being New York City slick.
Debbie has straight blonde hair. Our Debbie got curly, but they both got this 70s, 80s feel, like this.
Well,
Debbie Does Dallas.
What?
Debbie Does.
I can't
District
see that.
20. Debbie Does District 20.
You making it look, man. You making this. You make it. Where's I can't see the Debbie picture. There's a lot of pictures on there, and you can't show porn on this show.
Every time, they won't show it on Google either, so you good.
That's all. This is in your mind, Streeter.
Every time I hear Debbie Does,
that's what comes to your mind.
My mind. There's old Debbie.
Oh, let me blow this up here.
There's old Debbie.
With her mouth open like that?
Yeah. Famous 80s porn with the. It's one of the most famous adult movies ever.
Streeter, you took this here. I did not. I just say that because District 20. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. When I'm saying. But you just took it a whole.
Hey man, maybe you didn't mean it. All right, listen, put it on me. But when I hear Debbie Does, I assume Dallas is coming after that. If we was playing Wheel of Fortune and they had Debbie Does on the board, I'm spelling Dallas, goddamn it.
Streeter, you're out of control right now.
That's all I'm saying.
I can't take this.
He said first thing came to his mind too. Al, tell him we ain't crazy, Al. Al in the comment section said when he heard Debbie Does, and then you said the district. I was like, this man, Debbie Does Dallas. Oh no! This is
show me a
hilarious,
picture. Show me a picture of the real Debbie. I'm pretty sure you got one in your phone.
In
you
my
have
phone.
everything.
I got it in my phone. This is Debbie right here, man. This is Debbie right here. We can't take the blur off. This is Debbie right here, man.
You got to have it in your phone right now. Look in your phone.
Definitely from 1978.
No, look at your phone. You sent me a picture just a while ago.
Holy crap!
That's you said. Is that what you're referring to?
AI, that's fast. That's fast.
Stroll down.
Oh my God!
You out of control, Shrita.
Oh my God!
Oh, that's the picture the cowboy hat.
Debbie, 1981. I think it was like
1981.
2, 3, 4 different editions of it, I think.
I think she might have been in Congress in 1981. I've been in there for 30 years.
This is wild, man. Listen, when I hear Debbie Does, all my life.
You took this there. I did not take this there.
Whenever I hear Debbie Does, I assume Dallas coming after that, bro.
No, because that is where you're not. Are you like that guy who was addicted to that stuff?
Addicted to? I don't even know what that means.
See,
like, how do you know? How do you know? Somebody in the comment section, give me the trigger being addicted.
When you say certain things and it trigger a certain type of reaction.
Oh, that's how you know you're addicted.
That means, hey, if the first thing comes here, it's like they'll do a test. Oh, look, Mr. Streeter, I'm gonna say something, and the first thing come to your mind, please tell me Apple, and then you say, and then you refer to the apple as some sort of sexual thing, and then it say, well, Mr. Streeter, I'm gonna give you another one here, banana, and then you be like, refer to it as a. But oh no! Look what this man just did.
Somebody else was thinking like you.
Yo,
you weren't the only one thinking. You weren't the only one thinking. We weren't the only ones thinking like that.
Oh my God, this is not good.
We're gonna take this down because we know you're scared of Debbie. Let's take this down.
Y'all put the lady on it. Debbie Does District 20. Oh my God.
We know you scared of Debbie, man.
We're gonna take that.
Oh, we know you scared of Debbie, man. I told you it was the first thing that came to my mind when I saw it.
This is unethical. We're not gonna run that kind of race. I'm not gonna let y'all do that. Look, I don't like her, but we're not gonna run that kind of race.
And we know you're scared of her too. So we know you ain't.
It's not gonna be a mudslinging race. Hey, look, if you keep your. Now I know. I did not know you were addicted to this.
They finna sling.
I know.
Hey, Luke, they gonna throw mud at you. What you talking about?
You think so?
Oh, they gonna throw. They finna throw mud at you.
What are they gonna say? What are they gonna say about me?
Throw at you.
What are they gonna say about me that has not been said about me already? Okay, thank you.
You got the Eminem effect going on. You're right. All your dirty laundry is out there.
They said everything about me. They're digging up stuff. They're gonna lie. They're gonna lie. The stuff that they already know, they're gonna then come up and they're gonna lie. I saw a video of, and I got a script that or some kind of way of me and Nick Navarro. They got that floating around. They got me and Nick Navarro. When I fought Nick Navarro, see, people don't realize I've been fighting in Broward County for many, many years. I fought Nick Navarro, the notorious police chief who terrorized the black community. I fought his ass, but. Speaking of fighting,
y'all get along. Y'all get along now. Where he at?
He's dead.
Oh, he died.
Yeah, we get along real good.
Man, what? What are you talking
Cheyenne
about, man?
Bryan, at this point, is the lack of professionalism for me, because there's no way that you went on all of these interviews, all of these podcasts, stating that you had 6 degrees, but yet you cannot show the people proof of one of them. And let me just say this, your obedience to God has nothing to do with your accountability of people. It does not make you exempt whatsoever. For you to go on national TV and say that you do not owe anybody an explanation other than God is very disingenuous to me. It's very inauthentic, okay? Let me just say that. So you are the one who started and stirred up all of this controversy, and the way that you're handling the controversy is absolutely absurd to me, because I will say that there is a way that controversy should be handled, and you're doing it the total opposite way, and hopefully it does not backfire on you, sis. In order to gain the people's trust again, in order to gain the people respect again, you do have to show some proof. You will have to show a degree, some degrees, whatever the case may be. You're going to have to give the people something other than those excuses that you have been given for the past few days, because it's not going to cut it. That's all I want to say. And let me just say this before I end. I was one of those girls that was rooting for Dr. Cheyenne Bryan, right? She went from video vixen to doctor, but now it seems like that's possibly not the case at all. So I don't know. I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to continue to root for you, but baby girl, you got to get the people something.
What do you think about that whole situation with the doctor that said that everybody is jumping on, saying that she doesn't have any credentials? What's your opinion of that?
I think they piling on her because she's pretty, for one. I honestly think they piling on her. I don't see why people are so outraged about a certification, right? Like everybody had a homeboy that cut their hair on the porch, or a homegirl who did your hair in her kitchen with her kids running around for years, and she was never a certified, whatever it's called, beautician, or he had never went to goddamn barber school and got a certification, and he been cutting hair for a while. Now, when you start talking about psychology and stuff, man, one of the coolest people I listen to, and I'm sure she's not a certified psychologist, is what's her name? And she gets on here. She's from North Florida. She gets on here. She talks hard about women and men and issues and stuff like that. And I think she's just well read, right? Somebody in the comment section said, I know y'all know who I'm talking about. Black girl. She always sitting in her car. And I think she's just well read. I don't think she's certified at anything, right? Now, the certification is kind of what backs you, and it holds them accountable when things go wrong and stuff like that, right? But I don't understand how irate people are. Like about her actually having the certification if she have numerous degrees.
I'm with you. The lady is obviously beautiful. Was she married to a basketball player, a football player, something like that?
Was she?
And I think people are looking at her from the standpoint of pretty privilege. The question becomes, she said, hey, look, the school closed down. I couldn't get the transcripts. I couldn't get a degree. I took all the classes and I did what I needed to do. And I am a doctor. Why people don't leave that right there, I don't know why. Does she help people? Does she help people? That becomes the question. Does she help people? They had Kevin Samuel on there, and but he would always say, I'm not a doctor. And he would tell people to go get a doctor or a shrink or whatever it may be if you need that type of help. But I think it's more pretty privilege. She has a book out and she's going around, and all of a sudden people took wind of questioning whether or not she has a degree in this business, which makes it really, really interesting. And now she has to defend herself, and people are not taking it on face value. And then once you defend yourself on the Breakfast Club, on this club, on that show, on this show, then, no matter what you say, if people form an opinion of you and consider that you're a liar, then they're going to leave it. That's why this world is totally different than what it was before. You are guilty until proven innocent. It's not the other way around. Even though the Constitution says you're innocent until proven guilty. All you got to do is have a couple of blogs and memes and people run around and say you're you're a liar, then that's what they're gonna call you, a liar. I got another question I gotta ask.
1 second, Luke. Here's the real problem. That's the problem, Luke.
Oh,
that's the problem.
oh, that's not a problem.
That's the problem. That's the problem is, I think, is a lot of our people going after her, a lot of black women going after her.
Ooh.
Because I'm here to tell y'all this, Luke. I'm here to tell you this.
Why is anybody upset about that?
I don't know.
Men are attacking her. I mean, she was on the Joe Budden show and all these other people's show, and all the men were attacking her. Why? They were attacking her because they can't have her? She don't want them? What's the problem?
I want people to understand
If the lady said she's a doctor, she's a doctor. If she said the school closed down and the school closed down, the school closed down. If she's helping people, if she has a clientele, if she has people to help her, then so be it. How do you get her to keep moving like that? I would think the video would stop. See, but
she posted this last week in the middle of all this. This is what she did. She got 4.7 million Instagram followers. Y'all asking her to show her certificate. It's dead. Her platform is so large. She don't need a certificate.
They gave her a certificate.
Instagram.
They validated her when 4 million people start following her.
Yeah.
They like something about her. And she's in the sunshine on the yacht with her Louis bag in the back, and she's showing all her assets, and she letting y'all keep hating. Y'all keep hating. Look at me. I'm pretty. You're not. All y'all keep hating. I got 4 million followers. I got a #1 selling book. I got money. Y'all keep hating. And your man wants me. Your man wants me. And that's what you know. And they mad because of the men mad and the women mad. The women mad because y'all can't beat me. You don't look like me because I'm hot. It's hell. I got money. Look at my bag. I got privilege, pretty privilege. And your man want me also. And Streeter, the porn expert, he wants me too because he's pulling up all this kind of shit today.
But no, I think that's the problem. But you know how people go to college and they get these degrees and they call themselves doctor, but they're not really doctors, right? Right? It's just the level, right, that they reach, right? They got a doctorate, right? Are they asking her just to show her? They just want to see that certificate. They don't care if you got 50 billion credits.
I don't think so. I really don't.
Right. That's the problem right there. Caramel skin.
Oh, she's drop dead gorgeous.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Now on the I don't know if some filters going on because you know we live in the filter world.
It was maybe 1 or 2, but she's one of the ones where the package, like you unpackage it and it gets better. Like a lot of times you unpackage women and it gets worse, right?
Don't say that.
Yeah, she's one of the ones where you unpackage it and the present it keeps giving. What is called the gift keep giving. Hey doctor, you're like hey doctor Shang.
Look at this man. He talking about I can watch this forever. hey, I'm not upset. See what I'm saying? Nobody's up. Listen, I don't. That's what I'm saying. But meanwhile, let's move on to some other things because I got to do Joy Reid at 6:30. Here we go. Right
Reports
here.
Donald Trump, Abdul Carter is pissed off, and the Giants fan base are losing their minds. Let's break down the last 24 hours in Giants land. So yesterday, in a Fighting for American Workers campaign that endorsed Republican Representative Mike Lawler, Jackson Dart was asked to introduce Donald Trump to the stage, and it's safe to say that most people were not very happy about this. First off, you had Dart's own teammate Abdul Carter go on X and ask if this this shit was AI and what are we doing here, man? Safe to say that's going to be an awkward conversation back at practice. You have fans who are upset questioning why Jackson Dart would align himself with somebody like Donald Trump, especially when you play for the New York Giants, a team located in a blue state. And you got radio hosts calling out Jackson Dart, saying he needs to focus on football rather than being a celebrity politician. So while I'm sure he meant nothing by it, Jackson Dart hasn't played a single down in year 2 of the NFL, and now he's all of a sudden the most controversial player in the NFL? What do we think about all this, Giants fans? Let me know down below.
What do you think about that? Should people care about him liking Trump? Now, let's keep in mind he's not the first quarterback because the goat had Trump hat in his locker. Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody said nothing about that. Bill Belichick loved it. Donald Trump, the owners of the Giants, allegedly was on Epstein Island. A lot of these people. So Dart goes out there and announce Trump. I know it's a difficult climate right now, but I keep it a buck. He's not the first quarterback. Half of the owners in the NFL gave millions of dollars to his campaign fund. The Giants has always been an organization for the first time they ever started a black quarterback was last year 2 years ago. Russell Wilson, we know that was a joke because they vowed to never have a black quarterback. They were the last of the Mohicans as a franchise quarterback. I'm just saying. So, hey, are we just picking on Dart? Because a lot of other ones was caping for Trump. You had the guy in Philadelphia calling black people the N-word, and he was at the Trump rally. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I think it ebbs and flows, right? But I think Dart has some nerve to be going up there supporting Trump when gas is $5 in Miami. Could you imagine what it is in New York? Could you imagine what it is in New York? I think Dart has, you go up there and support Trump in the middle. That gas come down a little bit, dog. It's probably $8-9 in New York a gallon. that gas come down a little bit, Dart, or something before you. But listen, you're right. You're right. You have Nicki Minaj and you have black people that cap for Trump. You know what I'm saying? They have cap for Trump.
No, just leave it in the football. Leave it in the football. Because in football, you've had so many owners to put millions of dollars in his campaign fund, which I need them to put in my campaign fund and all the rest of y'all that's on here because I'm fighting a Godzilla. Can I say Godzilla? I'm fighting Godzilla.
Nick Bosa interrupted the interview that time and said Trump for president or something, remember? But the question is, what is Trump guilty of?
This.
Trump guilty of black women, messing with black women. That's the question. What are we saying he's guilty of?
Well, hold on, but what island is she on the way to?
She don't care what island. She don't care what island she headed to. She could be headed to Epstein Island. I'll be right there with her. Where we going, man?
I didn't say
where we going? Huh?
Listen, man. Dart. Elections have consequences. Y'all chose Trump. Trump is the president. You got to respect that. I respect it. I told y'all to vote for Kamala Harris. Y'all didn't vote. Some of y'all stayed home, say y'all didn't vote for neither one of them. I told you if you didn't vote for her, didn't vote for her or him, is a vote for him. That's what he wanted y'all to do. Some of y'all went and voted for him. Some of y'all didn't get up on your ass and vote for her. Okay, so he's the president. He gets to do what he wanted to do. He gets to run the fucking gas prices up the yin-yang. He gets to start wars when he want to start wars. Only thing you could do is say, if you voted for him, and if you did not vote, to say, God damn, be a man about it. Be a man about it. Be a woman about it and say, all right, fucked up. If your price is high at the gas, hey, look, I prepared myself. I cut my spending down. I was like, oh, shit. I believe what Kamala is saying, that he's going to start a war. He's going to do all this. He's going to do all these things. He's going to weaponize the Justice Department and put people in jail. And I just like, okay, let me do this here. Fuck that. And I prepared my. So all these people who sitting here, surprised? Why y'all surprised? Same thing gonna happen. Don't vote for me in 20 and let that white woman get up in there who don't give a rat's ass about y'all. She gonna finish off the gentrification job in Congressional District 20. They're gonna merge it all. Palm Beach, West, East Broward. They're gonna have the whole kit and caboodles. But that's what happens, Streeter.
You said they're gonna merge it all.
Yeah, that's what the intent is. Them people have a plan, man. We the one running around don't have no plan. Think about it. You got Jared Moskowitz, right? You got the Rango up in Palm Beach. They took over that. Then you ride down the coast. You got Jared Moskowitz down the coast. Then now you would have parts of Broward, Jared, Palm Beach, the other lady, Rango. Then you have this Debbie trying to finish it off with Congressional District 20 because 20 has Sistrunk and Pompano Beach and all these places, all these beautiful Coconut Creek, all these beautiful cities, Lauderhill Lakes, and they're already you ride down Sistrunk. If you ain't been to Sistrunk in a long time, you ride down there, you see the gentrification coming. They'll just go, she just go finish that motherfucker off. I'm just telling you. And then next thing you know, you're gonna be like, oh shit, what happened? Because y'all sat home. And what happened? Why my gas so high? Y'all sat home. Oh, she's not black enough. Y'all sat home. Why am I paying all this? I go to the grocery store and I gotta pay $200 and I ain't got nothing for it. Because y'all sit y'all ass home. I'm just saying. Here we go, right here.
Part of it all, or more specifically, the Abdul Carter of it all. And
Abdul Carter, what you think about his teammate speaking out? What you doing? What you doing, Willis?
Yeah, but then he pulled it back real fast. He said they spoke like men, and they kind of fixed it. You know what I'm saying? But he said something though. But my question is, what could he have said, Luke? What could he have said? Hey man, we don't think Trump is for black people. Like, if you down with that, we ain't. What could he have said? And then Doc could have been like, "Hey, man, I remember when Trump was in rap videos."
Hey, let me say this, man. Let me say this.
What?
Let me say this. This might be a viral moment. People may get upset. I don't know an athlete right now, other than LeBron James, right? Oh, let me just, before I get back to that. So you get LeBron James speaking out for blacks and against Trump. And what did they say? Shut the fuck up and dribble.
Shut up and dribble. Did
they tell Dart? Now I'm giving you another side of it because I gave you one side for, but then they say shut the fuck up and dribble. Then you had Osaka. Had a big old party for all the black tennis players. She posted it on social media. I wish you could pull up that picture. She posted on some social media. Oh, I had a party with all of my friends, tennis players, and we're out here wherever the hell they're at on the tour right now. And everybody got in their feelings. All the white people got in their feelings. And she said defending the fact that she's doing the same thing that they do, because you go look at one of these white women party, you don't see no black people there. She wasn't invited.
Right. That's normal,
Coco
right?
ain't invited. The other black, because they hate the black girls on the tennis tour. That's why when the black girls beat them, but again, we have some very serious racial, social issues in this country. As soon as you talk about it, to deal with it, the first thing, people say, why it's got to always be about race? When they say that on my page, the first thing I say is, you're a racist. Because it is about, if I could point out the difference, then you should be able to see it. But all y'all want to do, only thing we agree on is this.
What?
That's all y'all agree on.
That's it.
That's all they agree on. But they better agree on this right here. Check this out.
The government of Cuba recently began discussing plans to potentially use those drones to attack U.S. targets.
The drones are concerning one sourced by both Russia and Iran. Would Cuba make the fundamental mistake of attacking the United States? It would be their doom.
Something you have to take seriously. You know that they have, and there's reports that Iranian, people have come to the country and are teaching them on their technology and how it succeeded in Iran.
Haven't already heard? U.S. Intel has warned in the last 48 hours that Cuba has stockpiled from Russia and Iran an army of 300 drones, and they are planning to attack the United States, Florida. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the headlines, and also breaking news coming out. Castro has been indicted just a couple of hours ago today, May 20th, 2026. But let's take a look at the headlines so you can see it for yourself. Now, Cuba stockpiles drones and creates a list of American targets amid U.S. blockade and takeover threats. Report says Cuba is in the midst of a humanitarian and energy crisis after months of a de facto U.S. blockade on oil imports. Take a look. Florida Keys sheriff monitoring the situation after a report that Cuba is stockpiling drones considering a U.S. attack.
Are you nervous?
Where did you get from that? we finna blow Cuba off the map. How Cuba win from this?
We live in Florida. How many miles away Cuba is from us?
Look, man, you gotta be careful, man, when you pay attention to what comes out that TV screen, man, and what comes through that news.
Are you nervous? That's the question.
Nah, my question is, what do we want from Cuba?
Chat. How far are we from Cuba? What is it, like 9 miles or something?
My question is, what is it that we want from Cuba? That's like the dude that's about to fight, right? And then somebody's in the crowd laughing. What you laughing about?
They want the island. Marco Rubio wants the island. He promised his mom and dad that he would take over Cuba if he ever get the power.
But here it comes. Here it comes.
Look, they have the richest soil for cigars. One of the number one people who supported Trump is this guy down the street in Sunrise, Gurkha. One of the biggest cigar companies in the world. Trump is friends with him like this. If he go take over Cuba, you're gonna be getting Gurkha cigars. Gurkha gonna go take over the cigar business over there and control the whole import and export, and Trump will be making a lot of money. Y'all will be getting them Cubans, which is banned in the United States of America. You'll be getting them Cubans and importing that. Listen, and you're right. Havana is absolutely beautiful. They'll have big hotel come in there. But let me say this.
What's up?
Let me say this. I think there needs to be some sort of relationship with Cuba and America. Obama did go over there and created a great relationship with Cuba. He did do that. But again, some people ain't like it. Some people, I don't know if everybody would like whatever comes out of a relationship. And I think that, Trump is going to invade Cuba. He's already took oil, and the people over there got gas prices damn near $70 a gallon. And I think he's trying to force them, and he just indicted the Castro, and I'm pretty sure he's going to go over there and get him. By the time they get Castro on the plane, the man so old, by the time he get on that airplane and fly him over here, soon as they come up in there with them choppers, talking about, come on here, the man gonna have a heart attack. He ain't even gonna make it over here. The man so old, he ain't gonna make it. The man ain't running nothing.
Man, it's the same play every time, right? Iraq had weapons of mass destruction. Cuba got drones. It's the same play every time.
Yep. Hey, Street, I got to go do the Joy Reid show. 6:35. I promised her that I would interrupt my show to go do her show. And, I'm so excited to do Joy Reid's show. I've been roughing her up. about this situation with
Tell I said what's up.
The Black Caucus tonight. Make sure y'all check me out tonight on Laura Coates' show on CNN. I'll be on there at 11 o'clock tonight. But we'll be back doing another show with my good friend Streeter, and we're gonna talk more sports and politics and entertainment. Y'all see I'm brushing them up on politics and entertainment. But make sure y'all follow Streeter on all of his platforms. Footballville, YouTube, Footballville, Facebook, Footballville, Twitter, Footballville, Instagram. The best of all, go look at his archives. Can I get do you have Footballville shirts and all that? I can get that?
Yeah, we got Footballville shirts and stuff, man.
You got why I don't have a shirt?
I got you, dog. I get you a hoodie, bro.
This is some bullshit.
I got you, dog. I got you.
I mean, yeah. Go over there and follow my man Streeter. Hey man, Streeter. I love you, my brother. Hey, thank you for showing up today. And again, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for joining the show. Make sure you go to my website, www.luthercampbellforcongress.com. And I'm fighting a war. I'm fighting a tough war. This lady just got in my race. She got $3 million in cash money at her disposal. She gonna try to buy up everything and everybody in this district. And she's gonna make it real tough for some people to either stand down or stand with her. And you know how some people do; they like to take the money. So at the end of the day, I need you guys to go over to my website, www.luthercampbellforcongress. And if you really want me to be able to fight and be able to win this race and this war that I'm having with the establishment and this lady, you will go over there and make a campaign contribution. You'll tell your friends to make a campaign contribution because we're going to need it. I'm just keeping it. But before I was like, oh, yeah, send $5. That's okay. We're going to do it. No, this lady is coming in with a whole bunch of money. The stakes are different. So I love to see you guys on Friday. Everybody, I love you all. Thank you for joining the show. Peace, love, and happiness. In the words of Walter Cronkite, may the good news be yours.
Where is he? Uncle Lou, 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 make some motherfucking noise! Uncle Lou, make some ain't nothing but so good. Street that in the house, Mr. Brother, watch him out. I like my hoes, never homos in the street hoeing. Things in the state with their ass cheeks showing. Looking fly with the M&Ls, run up in that couche. None of them like to run up and on. Like big booty hoes, cute faces. Let nigga hit it on the first day basis. Niggas fake, bitch, kick game straight. X nose down with the dominate face on. On the path obsessed with diamonds glaring. Keep a nigga staring when you're wearing down a Karen. Or skipping shit to keep a nigga looking at you. In the bunk says you can show off your tattoo. Even if you're a Max True